Before we get into this video, let me give you some tips. First, if you fall and land at this present, do not hold E, unless you want at some point in your run for your camera to be looking like this. It was not fun, I'll say that much. Here we go. So if you fall here below the kill bricks, then you are taken into hot chocolate hell. Luckily there is a ladder to climb out if you don't die. But yeah, starting off pretty simple with some normal parkour. This part, there's a little button in here that you can click, so make sure not to miss that. And then these are some morphers that you have to time. Luckily they're pretty easy. These ones just jump in the middle, you'll be fine. These platforms disappear, so be quick. And you're on to floor 2. This is a cool floor. Wait for that platform to come out, then jump up. And then here you want to jump over this way. This part you need to wait for a ball to come out of there, and then you want to press this just before it goes through. And again here. And then you're taken for do a part out here. This is where it becomes a bit confusing, so be careful. And that's a pretty cool ending to that floor, I think. This part, you've got a pushing platform that you need to push across here. That no jump part, you should be fine. As long as you time everything and don't rush it. If you don't know how to do kind of walkarounds, then I just hold W and A and turn my camera for that one. If you do that, you should be good. And now be careful on this next part because the white platform moves. Simple part here, just try and click the button. Once you've done that, go down here. Just left hold click, or if you're on mobile, just tap, I think. And you should float up. Got to ride the present here. So for this part, you want to click for it to go the other side and then let go like this so that you don't get hit. You just need to walk into this, get a button, and these platforms up there. These platforms disappear, so be quick again. And now we're on to one of my favorite floors, I think. So if you read this, it's showing some experimental cookies, so if you eat it, the parkour appears. But be quick because you have a limited amount of time to do it, because the effects will wear off, basically. Okay, just stand on this side, wait for it to go up, and then move across. Once you get to here, if you want it to disappear quicker, just jump in the milk. That sounds weird to say, but there you go. And then eat the next cookie. Once you get here, the present opens just to reveal charcoal. You have to push this thing, and then you're on the next floor. Those kind of jumps can be scary, so be careful. And then this is a cool part, it's like a roller coaster ride, kind of. So you have to go this way, do some parkour, get a button, and then keep going. Which is basically what this floor is about. So here you can't jump. Try not to touch that, but it doesn't really matter, you just get teleported back a tiny bit. Climb this ladder, shift lock off onto this one, and once you get to here you can jump again. Get the button, and you can progress. This jump can be tricky, so make sure you jump a little bit more outwards. Hit this, we'll spawn some platforms here. Once you get that button, you can go right here. Nice short part. Try not to go on top of the tracks like this, as you'll have to get out. If you do though, here you can just kind of keep going that way. Eventually you should go through. Like that. Now this part really confused me first, but I thought I was just stuck. But you have to press that button, actually click it, and then you can go through. And now, last button to get on this floor is an outside section. Don't worry if you fall here, you just get teleported back. As you can see. But try and actually time that part. Just kind of wait for them to go. Or you could just hope you get lucky, as I did. That part can be a bit confusing. Luckily you get as many tries as you want. Once you get in here, you just want to walk down, and there's some openings right here. Make sure you walk through them forwards, because it doesn't really let you go backwards through them for some reason. Strange physics. Touch this teleporter. Okay, now once you get this button, you have a timed pass, so you want to go back this way. And this way. Once you get to here, you'll be fine. You don't need to worry, because you got past it. Hit this teleporter. And we're almost at the button. You just need to find it. pretty easy one to find though, but if you couldn't find it, then let me show you. It's this white one right here. Right around here. Once you get that, you want to go back, and as you can see there's some white parts on the platforms now that you want to follow. And you're back. Again, make sure the track is actually up here before you go through there. And once you're up here, you just follow it to the end. Almost, anyway. One last part. All you need to do is go across this way. Press this question mark. And then you can climb up the ladder. Make sure you click it. It doesn't work if you just walk into it. Now this floor was probably one of the harder floors for me. This is the floor that gave me probably the most trouble. So this first part's pretty straightforward, you just have to walk across. You do have to walk with it though, it doesn't carry you. And now this part gave me a lot of... it took me ages to work out how to do this part. So you have to walk backwards and then do it and walk forwards. Click and then walk forwards. Walk backwards, click, walk forwards, and then jump. I did it sideways just because I found it easiest to do it sideways, but you don't have to. You can do it. I actually did it backwards first because I thought that was the only way. But you can do it forwards. Or whatever you want. This part also gave me trouble. This wall. I did not know how to avoid it. But it's actually pretty simple. All you have to do is wait on this platform one longer, like that. So you wait for the wall to go right past you once longer than it did the first time for me, and you should be fine. Okay, you've got some more of that. Hopefully you've mastered it. Otherwise this part might give you some trouble. Because there's no teleporter here like there was on the first part. But once you get to here, we're on the last floor. No, we're not. We're on floor 8. I don't know why I said that. If you want a small break, there is a very welcoming place right here. You can take as much time as you want there. Remember, any of these kind of light blue ones are ice, so keep jumping on those. Okay, just jump down. These parts are luckily pretty easy to time. Here you can just jump straight to the middle. Here you just... as soon as it goes out, you walk across it. Here, just let it take you up. Simple part here, just push the box to hit the button. Luckily you only have to like push it once because the ice does the rest of the work. Here you can just push this across, don't worry about these things, as I did. You can just go right through them. I kind of went slow. And once you do these final few jumps, we're onto floor 9. Some pretty cool music. And be careful on that part, you don't want to get stuck underneath. Here you have 3 buttons to click, so you just push it and click them as you go past. This part you have to move it so it hits the buttons. This part can be pretty annoying sometimes. But once you get all 3, this parkour spawns. First you want to go up here for a button. And then this part was pretty weird, so you don't want to just walk like that, because you'll just fall. What I did was kind of walk up to like here, and then kind of treat it like a wraparound. You want to jump, but then really jump inwards like that. Once you get to here, you're on the last part of this floor. It's also the last part before the final boss fight of this tower. Here you want to jump and then click. This took me ages, I didn't realize you had to click for the thing to work. And once you're out here, it's time for the final boss fight. So it's pretty simple. Luckily this boss fight isn't too hard. You just have to break the chains, and I'll show you. So these chains here, there's one on each corner, you just have to break all of them. If you want to reload, you just have to click on the snowy ground to pick up snowballs. Also the hot chocolate sends marshmallows after you, which is kind of cool. You can kill them if you want though. I would advise killing them. I also recommend always jumping, because you can see how I was almost dead already from that. Once you hear that weird noise, it means one of the chains has been broken, which is cool. It's pretty satisfying. Two chains out of 4. Done. Once you've got all 4 chains, some parkour appears, and the teacup boss thing is temporarily knocked out, I guess. So once you finish this, you grab an ice cube, and then you freeze. Well, you don't, that's just me. You have to climb up the back of this, and you have to click and walk to the corner. Like that. That's the first part, that's the first half of this done. Now you just have to do the same thing again. Except this time there's these smaller teacups which you have to break, because they're actually powering the chains, making them pretty strong. I don't know if you can break the chains without destroying those teacup things, but I recommend doing it because they're actually a pretty big threat as well. I didn't even realize this at the time. I was watching it over for like the 3rd time when I realized. One chain down. So I recommend to just keep running and jumping. Take out as many marshmallows as you can. And the teacups. As you can see, I didn't realize there was one in there. So it was pretty lucky that I didn't die. Make sure you jump over these. This is what killed me last time, because I didn't realize that they were there. Now I realized there was one of them hiding in there. And last chain before you've won, pretty much. Almost died here. It was very lucky that I realized this teacup was here. Otherwise it would have got me, because I would not have known it was there otherwise. And there you go. Once you break that, one last bit of parkour to do. Grab this ice cube and do the same thing again. There you go, guys, you've beaten the boss. And the whole tower. So yeah, well done to those guys who made all the floors. They did an incredible job. And it was very fun. And this is the win room for you to just relax as much as you want. And once you beat this, you've unlocked the bridge, which leads to the final boss fight, which when I was recording this was not out yet. But I do have that on the way as well, so The link will be in the description when I release it. And thank you guys for watching. Also, if you didn't see the first part of the 3 steeples, then that will also be in the description, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.